Hi, my name is Lydia. I'm a dealer in authentic ancient Greek, Roman, Biblical, Byzantine coins and artifacts. I run a website called trustedcoins.com. Let me show you a little bit of what you get with every item that you purchase. Every item comes complete with a certificate of authenticity and a lifetime guarantee of authenticity. Complete with my signature. I've identified over 28,000 authentic ancient coins and artifacts. This is a silver Roman coin of Augustus. This is an example where you can see the coin is in a beautiful flip with a mini description that you could carry around with you. The certificate comes complete with professional description, many times citing a major reference or collection, and on the back there's a historical context. So this makes a great gift for yourself and others, plus I believe a great investment. Today I'm going to be discussing Mark Antony. Mark Antony was a historical figure. He became the lover of Cleopatra, and he played a significant role in Roman history. This is what Mark Antony looked like. And let me show you some coins of his. In 31 BC, when he combined forces together with Cleopatra, he got her fleet, and with her ships he fought a battle at Actium. And this is a galley, which is pretty much a ship with a Roman, and around is Roman text. And then the reverse side of it, you had the Roman legionary number. You had a legionary eagle, standards on either side, and on the middle over here it says the legion number. So this one says Legion XVI, pretty much meaning Legion 16. This is a coin of Legion 16. What's interesting about these coins is that they furnish us an account of how many legions Mark Antony had. And I have a bunch of these coins in my store. You might want to check them out. It's rather interesting. They're from 31 BC. Mark Antony was a Roman politician and general. As a military commander and administrator, he was an important supporter and loyal friend of his mother's cousin, Julius Caesar. After Caesar's assassination, Antony formed an official political alliance with Octavian, the future Augustus, and Lepidus, known to historians today known as the Second Triumvirate. The Triumvirate broke up in 33 BC. This agreement between Octavian, which is Augustus, and Antony captured erupted into civil war, the final war of the Roman Republic being in 31 BC. Antony was defeated by Octavian at the naval battle of Actium, where those coins are specifically from, and in brief land battle in Alexandria in Egypt. He and his lover Cleopatra committed suicide shortly thereafter. His career and defeat are significant in Rome's transformation from republic to empire. Antony lived a dissipate lifestyle as a youth and gained reputation for heavy gambling. He had a homosexual relationship with Gaius Scribonius Curio. In 54 BC, Antony became a staff officer in Julius Caesar's armies in Gaul and Germany. Antony and Caesar were the best of friends, as well as being fairly close relatives. Antony made himself ever available to assist Caesar in carrying out his military campaigns. When Caesar became dictator, Antony was made master of the horse. In this capacity, he remained in Italy as the Peninsula's administrator in 47 BC, while Caesar was fighting the last Pompeians. When Julius Caesar was assassinated by the Liberatores on March 15th of 44 BC, which is the Ides of March, Antony escaped Rome dressed as a slave. He soon returned to Rome. Then came the day of Caesar's funeral. Caesar's ever-present second-in-command, co-counsel and cousin, Antony, wanted to give the eulogy. Antony snatched the toga from Caesar's body to show the crowd the stab wounds, pointing at each and naming the authors publicly, shaming them. During the eulogy, he also read Caesar's will, which left most of his property to the people of Rome. Public opinion turned, and that night, the Roman populace attacked the assassins' houses, forcing them to flee for their lives. When Brutus and Cassius were assembling an army in order to march on Rome, Antony and Octavian Augustus and Lepidus allied in November 43 BC, forming the Second Triumvirate to stop Caesar's assassins. Brutus and Cassius were defeated by Antony and Octavian in the Battle of Philippi in 42 BC. After the battle, a new arrangement was made between the members of the Second Triumvirate. While Octavian returned to Rome, Antony went to govern the East. Lepidus went on to govern Hispania and the province of Africa. Antony summoned Cleopatra to Tarsus in October of 41 BC. There, they formed an alliance and became lovers. They had 3 children. Antony returned to Alexandria with her, where he spent the winter of 41 to 40 BC. In Rome, the triumvirate was no more. Octavian forced Lepidus to resign. Now in sole power, Octavian was occupied in wooing the traditional republican aristocracy to his side. He married Lydia and started to attack Antony in order to raise himself to power. He argued that Antony was a man of low morals to have left his faithful wife abandoned in Rome, with the children to be with the promiscuous queen of Egypt. Surrounded by Cleopatra and her children, Antony ended his alliance with Octavian. In 31 BC, the war started. Octavian's loyal and talented general Marcus Vipsanius Agrippa, whom I have coins of, a lot of them, you might want to check it out, captured the Greek city and naval port at Methone, loyal to Antony. On September 2nd, the naval battle of Actium took place. Antony and Cleopatra's navy were destroyed, and they were forced to escape to Egypt with 60 ships. Octavian, now close to absolute power, did not intend to give them rest. In August 30 BC, assisted by Agrippa, he invaded Egypt. With no other refuge to escape to, Antony committed suicide by stabbing himself with a sword in the mistaken belief that Cleopatra had already done so. When he found out that Cleopatra was still alive, his friends brought him to Cleopatra's monument in which she was hiding, and he died in her arms. Cleopatra too committed suicide. Visit my website, trustedcoins.com, for authentic ancient silver Roman coins of Mark Antony from his last battle before the fateful suicides.